we're at the SHOT Show 2019 with Andrew. All of a sudden, we're at the Zero Tolerance booth. Ignore those things back there that say Kershaw. In any case, hey, he's going to show us the lineup of the Zero Tolerance knives for 2019, so take it away.
All right, thanks, Lee. Up first, we have the Zero Tolerance 22, named for the caliber. As you may have noticed, it is the smallest ZT as of yet. It's got CPM 20 CV steel. We've got carbon fiber on the front, titanium frame lock on the back with a hardened steel lock puck, reversible pocket clip. It's a great ZT, gives you a solid 2-finger grip. We even have a little bit of fine jimping on there to help you get a really firm grip on this knife. Really great, lightweight, everyday carry knife. My favorite thing about the knife is the detail work. Check out this anodized trim ring right there. That's titanium with a light blue anodized finish on there. And it's not just on the trim ring. We made the tube spacer out of titanium as well, with the same finish. So that way you get that consistent little color pop throughout the knife. So it's a really great, small, everyday carry knife. 1.8 inches of 20 CV steel. Really great option. Comes in at $250 MSRP. That's the ZT22.
Is that right and left hand?
Yes.
Carry?
Yep, the clip works on the front as well as the back. You can see the little screw holes.
Oh yeah,
right
nice.
There. Yeah.
Who's the designer? Is there a specific one?
This is a Tim Gallion design. Thanks for asking. He was an R&D guy working at Kershaw Kershaw and ZT when he did this.
Wow, excellent.
Yeah.
Very small, very carryable.
It is indeed.
Who needs a pocket clip?
I know, right? It's a good little knife. Up next, we have the 0460 Ti. So if you liked the 460 from Dmitry Sinkovich, we brought that out a couple of years ago. You're really going to like this. It's the same knife in the size. Two main differences are we got a titanium front handle scale, and we've upgraded the steel. The original one had S35VN, I believe, and this one has CPM 20 CV steel. You can really see the machine work on this too, really well on that titanium handle scale. So it's a really good rendition of the 460. This is the 460 Ti. Otherwise, pretty much the same. You've got that titanium frame lock on the back with the hardened steel lock puck. Opens on KVT ball bearing washers. We've got a single position pocket clip and an aluminum backspacer in the back. The 0460 Ti from Dmitry Sinkovich and Zero Tolerance, that comes in at $275 MSRP. All right, up next, we've got an Emerson. This is the 0640 from Emerson and Zero Tolerance. Since it's an Emerson, it's got a pretty good sized blade. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade, CPM 20 CV steel. It opens manually with a thumb disc on bronze washers. As you can see, we've got titanium handle scales on the front and the back. It is a titanium frame lock with the hardened steel lock puck in there. As you also probably noticed, we've got green carbon fiber overlays on the front and the back. And what I really like about this is that we've stacked the chamfers along the edge there, so it gives you a really good contour feel around the handle, so you get a good ergonomic grip. Lastly, we've got this 3-screw pocket clip there. The nice thing about that is that this is compatible with a lot of Emerson screws that have that 3-screw configuration there, so that if you like to customize, you can do that on the front as well as on the back. That's the 0640 from Zero Tolerance and Ernest Emerson. That comes in at $310 MSRP.
Is that knife waveable out of your pocket?
No, this one does not have a wave feature, but it does have the thumb disc.
Excellent.
Yep. All right, this is the 0470 from Zero Tolerance and Dmitry Sinkovich. We got 20 CV steel on there. We've got full titanium handle scales. So you can see titanium frame lock with the hardened steel lock puck. Got a bent clip there that works on the front as well as the back. It's reversible. Anodized aluminum backspacer with the inset lanyard loop there. Best thing about this knife, in my opinion, is the marble carbon fiber. Catches the light really well, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful bit of carbon fiber that we cooked up and are bringing to you guys in this knife. The knife comes in, I believe, at $325 MSRP and opens on KVT ball bearing washers. Now, I heard, Lee, that you're carrying this knife today. Is that correct?
Not me. Not me.
Look at that.
How'd that end up in my pocket?
And I assume since you're carrying it to SHOT Show, this is a knife that has served you fairly well?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's too nice to use. I'm sorry, I can't use it.
It's a showpiece, for sure.
Of course, it's a show-off piece. But no, it's got all the right stuff. It really does.
Awesome.
Hardcore materials, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for repping the brand, Lee. That's really great. All right, up next.
The only reason I rep that is because my 452 blue full tie, right?
Yeah.
Is off at Blades We Love getting pimped.
Oh,
Otherwise,
nice.
I'd totally be carrying that one.
There you go. Nice, nice. All right, we've got a Hinderer knife for you. This is the ZT 562 Ti. It's got Hinderer slicer grind, which, as you may know, gives you a little bit meatier blade up here, and then you've got a little bit thinner for detail work up there. So a really cool hybrid blade grind on there. CPM 20 CV steel, opens on KVT ball bearing washers. The 562, of course, has Rick's lock bar stabilizer, a deep carry pocket clip that's reversible, and the hardened steel lock puck. It's a titanium frame lock knife with a stonewash finish. And on this one, we've got a titanium handle scale on the front as well. Now you may have noticed when you handled it earlier, Lee, this knife, even though it's got titanium on the front as well as the back, is actually a little bit lighter than the carbon fiber version, which is pretty cool. So we've relieved a lot of weight out of the underside of this handle scale.
Okay, so if you opened it up, you'd see all the milled out pockets in there.
That's right, that's right. We've got a bunch of milled out pockets on the inside of this. And so it's really neat. So if you're looking at this and you're like, whoa, I really love the titanium handle, but I think it's going to be too heavy, don't worry about it. It's actually lighter than the original 562. So
I like the full tie.
No,
I like the full tie.
It looks really great, especially with the black oxide hardware on there. Complements it really well. So that's the 562 from Rick Hinderer and Zero Tolerance. That comes in at $350.
It looks hardcore.
It is, man. It is definitely. It's a good solid size
hard
knife.
user, yeah.
All right, we got another Rick Hinderer for you here. This is the 393. Now we released this last year with a slightly different flavor. We're bringing it to you again. Same blade, same steel. We got that CPM 20 CV steel. Opens on KVT ball bearing washers. We've got titanium handle scales, titanium frame lock with that carbon fiber overlay. We've got a clip that is reversible on the front as well as the back, and the clip and some of the hardware are interchangeable with Hinderer hardware, so that's a nice feature of the knife, just like on the 393. What's different on this is the finish. For one, we've got a working finish on this, which is a heavy stonewash. Personally, I really like that for this knife because it feels like a Hinderer custom in a lot of ways, you know. So if you really like Rick's stuff, this is definitely the knife for you. Here's something else that's really cool. So we put carbon fiber on the front. It looks like ordinary carbon fiber, but it's also interwoven with a glow-in-the-dark material.
Oh my God.
Isn't that great? So you kind of have to charge it up with a light for a little bit, but then it glows in the dark. So if you're always losing your knife in a dark field or at the range or whatever, this might be a good option for you.
That is trick.
So it's pretty fun, you know?
That's trick.
That's the 393 GLCF from Rick Hinderer and Zero Tolerance. And that comes in at $350 MSRP.
Oh my God. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew, for giving us the walk and talk on the ZT lineup. Really some interesting stuff there.
For sure. Thanks, Lee. Have a good day, guys.
Okay.